I suggested quite strongly to the Supreme Allied Commander Europe that actually taking in countries like Latvia, Lithuania and Estonia was militarily nonsense, because on one side there was Russia, on the other side there was the Russian enclave of Kaliningrad, and it didn't make military sense. I said that several times, Benedict, in papers, because I ran 12 lieutenant colonel equivalents, and that was my view. Eventually I was summoned and told, shut up, it's a political decision, it's happening, shut up and get out, boy.
Not for the first time. I find that genuinely intriguing, not least because of his punchline, Benedict. That are we looking at what is essentially a political, diplomatic statement that actually could have very serious military ramifications?
I do think so, because I don't think actually Finland or Sweden are in any danger of being invaded anytime soon. Almost all of Russia's, manoeuvrable forces are tied up in Ukraine. There's no, immediate likelihood of that happening. And even if it were to happen, Finland is, per head, a really tooled-up place, because it's had dealings with Russia in the past. A fifth of its territory is still controlled by Russia. It would not be an easy campaign by any stretch of the imagination, probably even more difficult than what we're currently seeing in Ukraine. So I do think it's that sort of political posturing. It's saying to Russia, look, there are consequences beyond us just sending weapons to Ukraine. We have other tools at our disposal. In many ways, though, I think that might even be a sort of a signal of actually a little bit of toothlessness from the West, because we've so far failed to get a lot of other parts of the world to take an even stronger stance on Russia. Lots of countries have condemned Russia, but they haven't actually stopped trading with Russia, because Russia is quite smart. It understands that a lot of its raw resources are essential to the global economy. So we are sort of trying to pull out everything that we possibly can, and we've understood that it's probably too late for at least the eastern half of Ukraine at the moment, unless there is a quite heroic pushback by the Ukrainians. And so we're looking at other parts of the world. We're looking perhaps at Moldova. We're looking at places like that and saying, well, what else can we actually do to add sort of strings to our bow? Because realistically, this at the moment, we're going at the limit of what we can actually achieve.
Sure.